What if one strike didn't just hit a country but shook the entire world order? In late February 2026, coordinated military strikes by United States and Israel deep inside Iran triggered one of the most dangerous escalations of the 21st century. Missiles, drones, naval warfare, oil markets shaken, alliances tested. But this is no longer just a regional conflict because now France, Russia, and China have entered the equation. Is this about Iran or is this about a new global power balance? Let's break it down. The United States and Israel launched coordinated strikes targeting Iranian military infrastructure, nuclear linked facilities, and strategic assets. From Washington's perspective, the justification was clear. Iran's growing missile capability and its proxy network across Lebanon, Iraq, Syria, and Yemen posed an existential threat to Israel and regional stability. Tehran responded with ballistic missiles and drone attacks targeting US bases and allied positions across the Middle East. This is no longer shadow warfare, this is direct confrontation, and the consequences are global. One key pressure point, the Strait of Hormuz, through which nearly 20% of the world's oil supply passes. Any disruption here immediately shakes global energy markets. French President Emmanuel Macron took a nuanced stand. He publicly stated that the strikes were outside international law frameworks, signaling European discomfort with unilateral military escalation. However, France simultaneously reinforced military deployment in the Mediterranean and Gulf region to protect allies, assets, and shipping lanes. This tells us something important. France may not endorse the method, but it will defend the alliance structure. This is strategic balancing, criticism without abandoning partners. Russia sharply condemned the strikes. Moscow accused the West of destabilizing the region and called for immediate de escalation. But here is the critical point: Russia has not entered the war militarily. Why? Because although Russia and Iran cooperate strategically, especially in defense and energy, there is no formal mutual defense treaty obligating Moscow to fight for Tehran. Russia's strategy appears diplomatic rather than military. Condemn the West, position itself as a power broker, avoid direct confrontation with the US. Moscow gains influence by opposing Washington without risking a wider war. China's response has been even more measured. Beijing urged an immediate ceasefire and stressed respect for sovereignty and international law. But China's backing of Iran is strategic, not military. Iran is a key energy supplier to China. Stability in the Gulf directly affects Chinese economic security. However, direct involvement would risk confrontation with the US and destabilize global trade, something Beijing wants to avoid. Diplomatic pressure, support Iran rhetorically, avoid military engagement, entanglement. This is cautious superpower behavior. This conflict is exposing deeper global fractures. On one side, United States and Israel emphasizing deterrence and preemptive security. On the other, France urging legal caution. Russia and China challenging Western dominance. What we are seeing isn't just war. We are seeing the testing of a multipolar world order. Every move now is calculated not just for battlefield advantage but for global positioning. This crisis may define the next decade. If escalation continues, it could redraw alliances across the Middle East. If diplomacy prevails, it could reset global negotiations around security and sovereignty. But one thing is clear, the Iran US Israel strikes are no longer just about missiles or territory. They are about power, about influence, about who shapes the future international order, and the world is watching.